Hey everyone. In this video, I will be reviewing the recently released Bully Online mod for Bully Scholarship Edition on PC. I've been playing the mod every day since release, and at the time of recording this script, I have spent over 70 hours total playing this mod. As such, I feel like I can fairly review this mod now. I have a lot to say, so let's not waste any more time and get straight into it. If, for whatever reason, you decided to click on the video without even being familiar with the topic, Bully Online is a mod made for Bully Scholarship Edition. As the title suggests, it's a mod that adds online multiplayer to Bully. Swegter, a Bully and Rockstar Games YouTuber, and also a member of the development team behind this mod, announced the project on his YouTube channel. Bully Online subsequently released in December of 2025, which is about a week from when I'm recording this video. This mod is for PC only, don't bother asking. Also, this mod has nothing to do with the old Bully MP mod that came out in 2018 and has been dead for about 6 years or so. I'm not going to provide a tutorial on how to install this mod, since Swegter already did that in his announcement video, and he does it better than I ever could. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Though I will say that this mod is pretty easy to install. Now, enough of the setup stuff. Let's get into the mod itself. When you first load in, you'll be prompted to select a ped to play as. After that, you'll be dropped into Bully's map. As expected, you can see and interact with other players who are also on the server. You can go up to them, talk to them in chat, punch them, use a weapon on them, everything you'd expect. You can do a lot of the usual stuff you'd be able to do in free roam in the base game, but you're doing it with other people now. You can also find markers around the map which will start minigames that you can play with other people. There are over 60 minigames that you can play on the server. Most of these minigames are some form of a race activity, except Rat Wars, which is an entirely original FPS style game. You can earn money from the minigames, which you can use to buy more peds to play as. Currently, peds are really the only valuable thing that you can buy in this mod, although it has been confirmed that we'll be able to buy vehicles and housing in the future. Overall, this mod is packed with a good amount of content, with plenty more coming in future updates. And the fact that it's all online with other people gives it a huge amount of replay value. The fact that this mod even exists is absolutely amazing. I gotta give huge props to the developers for being able to pull this off. From this moment on, I'll be discussing specific aspects of the mod. I'll be discussing the good and the bad when it comes up. First up, the minigames. They're pretty damn good, though some are better than others. As I've said, most of the minigames are some form of a race, though there is a lot of variety with them. You've got bike races, go-kart races, skateboard races, even races with a lot of custom vehicles too. Some of them are pretty challenging too, much more challenging than any race you'd find in the base game for sure. The fact that they're played against other people definitely increases the challenge tenfold. In single player, the other opponents will almost never be able to overtake you if you're even halfway competent. But in Bully Online, you would need to get good with both the vehicle and the track that you'll be on, especially since some of the people who play these races are absolutely cracked at them. Learning how to execute the skateboard trick or brake pumping will definitely help you during the bike and skateboard races. And no, it's not considered cheating to brake pump or use the skateboard trick. The mods have confirmed it. It's fair game for anyone to use those exploits, so definitely learn how to do them if you can. Do note that 90% of the people on Bully Online don't know what brake pumping or the skateboard trick is. As such, if you do know how to do either of them, you'll have a massive advantage over everyone else and you'll be able to win almost every single time. So please don't be an asshole and only pick those races so that you can always win and get a ton of money. Overall, the races are pretty damn good. Some races are absolute cunts for various reasons, such as the checkpoints, but overall, most of them are pretty good. And I fucking love NIMBY. I fucking love the NIMBY race. It is such a bullshit in the best way possible, and I fucking love it. Anyways, Rat Wars. It's fun. I suck at it, but it's fun. I don't really have much to say about it in all honesty because, well, I haven't really played it that much and I'm just not that into FPS games in general. Though one thing I will say is that the races in general in this mod can be quite buggy at times.
It's fucking stupid. None of us can drive. None of us can move. What a race. I can reset my position like a tiny little bit. Doesn't do anything. What the fuck? Well.
It's not uncommon to lose races. Not because of anything you did or any big mistakes you may have made, but because the physics engine decides to fuck you over. The go-karts especially are very susceptible to this. Also, there are a lot of times where you'll just straight up crash when a minigame starts. If you ever wonder why a bunch of people who are waiting for a race to start just aren't there when the race begins, that's why. They crashed. Also, a lot of glitchy oddities can occur with these races. People can crash into you when they're nowhere near you or phase through you and stuff like that. A lot of small annoyances that can make grinding for money in these races kinda at times. It feels especially bad when you're doing really well in a race and only end up losing because of some dumb small glitch that happens. Still, I really like the minigames in this mod overall. I do wish there were a couple more minigame types though. We have Rat Wars and a whole bunch of variations of races, but overall we kinda do just have Rat Wars and races to do at the moment. At least things to do that'll earn you money, that is. The devs have confirmed that there are more minigame types they're developing at the moment, which I'm looking forward to. I'm especially excited for an official Fight Club minigame, which the devs have confirmed that they'll be making at some point. A lot of players on the server do just host their own fight clubs in various locations, and they are fucking awesome. I fucking love them. They are the best. And being able to earn money while doing that would be great. You could maybe even add a betting system to it. Like, imagine if you could place bets on two players that are about to fight each other. That kind of thing would probably work very similarly to the midget wrestling in the base game. I also think a PvE minigame could be cool. We have so many competitive minigames that I think a cooperative one would be cool. I can already imagine it right now. Put a bunch of players in a big area like the football field, give them a bunch of weapons, and then see how long they last against an infinite swarm of enemies. The minigame ends once all players have been knocked out. The pay could probably be based on how long the players manage to survive. Still, even if that exact idea never ends up happening, I still want them to make some cooperative minigames at some point. Also, please make the minigame markers safe zones. I have seen people get griefed and ambushed so many times while waiting for minigames, and it's so fucking annoying when you get knocked out just before a minigame's about to start. And oh my fucking god, like, just make them immune to damage while they're waiting for a minigame or something. They can't punch anyways. There's no way to defend yourself, like... Since I briefly mentioned some bugs in the minigame section, I'm gonna talk about the bugs and glitches on this server. Oh my gosh. I'm fucking crying. I'm fucking crying right now. Oh my god. Oh fuck. It fucking crashed, I don't even fucking care. As expected, the mod can be very, very buggy at times. Get ready to see the loading screen a lot, because the mod crashes a lot. And I mean a lot. Also, desync issues are very common as well. You can especially see it during combat. I think combat is the worst place to see it because every little thing can matter during a fight. You do eventually get used to fighting with desync. People will stop moving, then zip to different places. Punches that should connect just don't connect. Punches that shouldn't connect do connect. And a lot of other desync nonsense can happen during fights. I mean, look at a few of these clips. Look at this absolute bullshit. Like, what the fuck was that? This isn't entirely the fault of the mod, though. Factors such as people's ping or their internet speed can definitely make it better or worse. Still, if the desync issues can partially be fixed, then I think they should. Though the crashes should have high priority. It is fairly easy to get back in game after a crash, but it is annoying sometimes to just randomly crash while you were doing something. I know that I've accepted it and I'm willing to take it, but some people just won't be willing to take it. It is a small dev team, I get that, and I'm willing to be forgiving for that, but some people just don't want to play a game that just crashes every 5 minutes for them. That's not exactly an unreasonable thing to want. Hell, that's something I want. I want this to be as smooth and stable as humanly possible. I think we can be forgiving to the small dev team while also acknowledging, yeah, this shit crashes a lot, and some people just won't like that. I've interacted with the devs in-game a couple times, and they seem very receptive to feedback. So if you find a bug in-game and one of the devs is online, tell them about it in chat. Or even better, post a bug report in the bug report section of Swag's Discord server. If the devs know about the issues we find in-game, they might be able to fix it. So, if you're hesitant about playing Bully Online because of all the bugs on the server, maybe wait a little while, like a month or so. Let's move on to the next topic, the players. You'll find all kinds of different people on the server. Some are friendly, some are really not friendly. It's very common to get attacked or ambushed for no real reason on the server. It's good to make sure you always have a weapon on the server, like a spud gun or bottle rocket launchers or firecrackers and the like. Though most of the players I've encountered aren't like that and are fairly chill. Also, the amount of players online will vary a lot depending on what time it is for you when you play. The server can support up to 100 players online at any given time, though I have never seen the player count get anywhere near that number. And depending on what time in the day you're playing, the player count can get very, very low. I've seen the player count go as low as 5 on some occasions. Low player counts would normally be disastrous on most online games, though Bully Online is very cleverly designed to give the player something to do even when just by themselves. Unlike in, say, Bully MP, NPCs still roam the map. This is great because you can still have fun with some of the usual sandbox stuff that you could in the single player. The NPCs do just kind of vanish from existence sometimes though they do usually come back on a server restart, so it isn't that big of an issue. And it means that when there are players online, you can have a lot of fun by causing some absolute carnage. I don't think my point gets much simpler than this. Bully with multiple people is very, very fun. Sorry if this section felt a little bit aimless. There isn't a ton to really delve super deep into. Though one topic I can delve super deep into is the moderation on the server. This next section of the video is based on my own personal experiences on the server. The moderation on the server is a bit of a mixed bag. The development team desperately needs more mods. I have had play sessions where I've played on the server for hours and hours at a time without stopping, during which the mods would almost never be online. And because of that, I've seen people break the rules a lot. I do feel the need to give the moderation team a little bit of slack in this department, since apparently most of the development team actually quit just before the mod released.
About a month ago, my team and I, the Bully Online dev team at the time, announced that we would be releasing Bully Online on December 15th. Not long after this, quite a few people left the team because of the size of the project and, of course, as you might expect, the possible risks with Take-Two Interactive.
Still, I've seen players break the rules on the server all the time and never get punished for it. I've seen players break rule number 2 about slurs and bigotry multiple times before. I've seen people spam in chat, and I've just seen generally a lot of toxic behavior on the server, like spawn camping other players, and gatekeeping people from certain places on the server by knocking them out if they ever go anywhere near it. The devs are recruiting more mods at the moment, so hopefully these issues will become less and less frequent over time. Also, there's apparently a way to report players who break the rules on the server, though I have seen people complain about inaction on the part of the mods.
Like, I reported somebody for clearly being racist yesterday, and nothing has happened. Nothing. They're still in the chat right now, fucking spamming and being a shit person. Like,
though I'm sure these issues will be combated once more mods are added to the dev team. There are more things about the server that I could discuss, but I want to keep this video at a reasonable length, so that's all I'm going to talk about for now. And those are all the topics I want to bring up. So, what are my overall conclusions about this mod? Well, I can't really say anything other than it's fucking amazing. The wizardry that makes this possible in the first place is incredible. The mod is an absolute 10 out of 10 experience for me. Even with all the criticisms I've outlined, I have had the time of my life playing this mod. And I will continue to keep playing it since the devs will keep updating it in the future. This is easily the best bully mod I have ever played. Even with the hiccups here and then, it has been an absolutely unforgettable experience. This mod is a love letter to the bully community in the best way possible. My conclusion? If you're interested, even just slightly, go play it. Play it right now, it is amazing. If you're concerned about the bugs and stuff, maybe wait for about a month and then go and play it. A simple X out of 10 rating may be a way that some people like to judge something's quality, but honestly, this is the type of experience that I could never completely encapsulate with a simple X out of 10 rating. But for all of you wondering what that would be anyways, it's 9.5 out of 10, easily. Update it more, make more content, fix some of the bugs, and it'll be 10 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the server and in the next video.